Hi everyone, so I would like to show you how to use the listing grid layout for calendar with JetEngine plugin. So here's an example. I have a listing grid view for calendar here, and then the left hand side here is I got the front end form so that the user can submit the calendar event. So I already filled out, so let's hit submit or add an event. So the event was scheduled for January 27th. And then so let's hit refresh. And then so the event is added right here. Okay. So let's talk about the requirements for today's tutorial. So first, JetEngine plugin and the calendar module have to be enabled. And the JetFormBuilder, it's free version. And the last one is I use the Elementor, which is also free version. Okay, and so today's I would like to cover these topics. So the first, how to create a CPT for calendar events. The second, how to create a front-end submission form with JetFormBuilder. Third, create a listing template for the calendar grid layout. And number 4, how to create a calendar page with a calendar widget. And the last one is, I would like to show you how to build a custom query to hide past events. Hi, my name is Osamu from Zen Ideas. So let's get started. So first, make sure you have JetEngine plugin and it is activated. And you will see JetEngine right here. And click that. And also make sure that this calendar module, so go to module, tab here, and then make sure your calendar module is turned on. So let's create custom post type for a calendar event. So go to JetEngine, and right here you see post types. So click that. And then I'm going to hit add new. Done it. Okay, so I usually turn this on. And then label, I'm going to just leave it blank, but you can customize it if you want to. So advanced settings. So I can leave everything as a default for these tutorials, but usually I turn this hierarchical option on in case I need to add some taxonomy. And so menu position, so this is okay, but if you want to put someone else here, so you can just put the number here. And then menu icons, I'm going to just use calendar icon. So I have this like events that I created earlier. So I want to just differentiate. So I'm going to pick a slightly different icon here. And so I'm going to, so text editor. So that's okay. And I'm going to add some meta field. So this is a calendar event. So what I want to add is, first maybe location is important. Okay, so just okay, so location. And the field, text is okay in this case. And then that's 100%, that's okay too. And if you want to delimit the characters, you can set the number here. But in this case, I just leave it as a blank. And I'm going to make it to required for this one. Okay. Personally, I like use quick edit support for this kind of stuff. So I'm going to just turn this on. Okay, so I'm going to add another new meta field, which is date. It's important for event calendar. And then object type, field is okay. Now the field type is I have to pick the date here. Okay, and then make sure this save as timestamp. So this option is on. Okay, so this is important. And then so this is required. And I like quick edit support. And then make another one here. So another one is time. So event time is important. And then so the field is okay. So the field type, so I can just pick time. Okay. And then once again, so I need check required time and also quick support. I like to enable this. Now, I'll stop here, but if you want to add another field, custom field, such as organizers or speakers and other information, you can keep adding too. But for this demo, I'll just stop here and then add post type. Okay, And then it is right here, calendar events. Okay. And I want to just quickly check, hit add new. And the title, and then this is a description editor. And I got the location, date, and time. Actually, I want to add probably like photo here too. I'm going to just go back to post type here. And then go to this calendar event. And I'm going to add another meta field, which is event image. Okay, like this. Okay. And then the field type is, there must be a media. Okay. So I pick media here. And then the format, it's okay. So I'm going to just use media ID for that. And then that doesn't have to be required. So that's okay. And I'm going to hit the update. Okay. So I'm going to just refresh here. Okay. So now I got some media here, event image as an option. Okay. All right. So that was how to create a custom post types and then custom field or meta field with JetEngine. So the next one is I'm going to create the front end form for this calendar event. Okay. So now go to JetFormBuilder. So by the way, you got to install that first if you don't have it. So I have already installed JetFormBuilder and then activate it. So now you have it here. So, and so I'm going to just add a new. Okay, so I'm going to add a title here. Add a calendar event. And then this post ID, the current post ID is okay. And so this input label, I'm going to right here. So I'm going to just add event title. Okay. This doesn't change because I'm going to change. All right. So the next one is, I'm going to just browse all here. And I'm going to bring text area field here. And I'm going to call it to, this one is, okay. And the next one is, I'm going to bring another text field. I'll bring it here. So I'm going to add location here as well. So it's going to be location. Location here. And then so text is okay. And the next one is, I'm going to add more. All right, so next one is there's a date field. Okay, so there's date field here. So I'm going to bring that. So that the field name, so I'm going to just put the date. Oops. And then the field name is, I think that was date as well. Double check here. So this is when I create a post type and I added the meta fields, right? So the date and then right here. So it's going to be, so the ID name is date. So I'm going to use that same thing. So put the date and then make sure you want to put this timestamp is on. Okay. And then I keep adding one more, actually two more, and also time field somewhere. Okay, so time field here. We're gonna add that, and the same thing, time, and then time. Okay, and the last one is I'm gonna find the image. Probably made media. Yeah, so media field here. So I'm gonna grab that. Okay, so this is gonna be event image. Okay, so we'll just. Oh, what's that? Actually, I gotta match that. Let's see. So I have this event image. So event image here. So I'm gonna just use the same thing. Okay, like that. All right. And there are some file settings here, the field settings. And then so I'm gonna just refine this area. Maximum allowed files to upload is 1. And then maximum size, I like to keep maybe 2 megabytes. Yeah. So type, I can put the JPEG. If you want allow a user to upload a PNG file, you can just put the PNG here, like that. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna set up this submit button too. Last one, so probably I'm gonna change that to add an event. And the next, go to JetForm. All right, so field layout default is okay. And then let's scroll down. So I'm gonna add some action here. Okay, so it's not send the email. This one, so insert update post. So that's what I want to do. Okay, and then hit edit action here. Okay, so let's edit action. So the post type is going to be this one, calendar events. So that one was just I created, right? And post status, I'm going to just go ahead and published. And the post ID, so that's okay. You can just leave it as a blank. And the event title, so it's going to be post title, right? And so event detail, so I'm using post content. Okay. Now location, so I'm going to use post meta that I created. ID name is right here, so you have to match this up. So right here, so you have to use this one. Okay, so IDs, name ID. Okay, so I'm going to just use location and date, same thing, post meta, and I think that was date, and then post meta for time and the time, and the event image. Post meta, think event, and then go ahead and hit update. Okay. Now, one more thing here. So general message settings. So form successfully submitted. So I'm going to just change the message to your event successfully added, like that. Okay. And then go ahead and hit publish. So I'm going to just create a page for adding a calendar event. So I'm going to just add a new. Okay, I'm going to just use, hit the publish here. Okay, so I'm going to use the Elementor. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly use short code here. So I'm going to just grab a short code for this form, add a calendar event form that I just created. So I'm going to just copy this and then paste onto this part. Okay, should be good. Yeah, this is just simple examples. I'm going to go ahead and hit update. Okay, and then so let's quickly test it out here. Okay, so just to quickly fill the form and hit the add event. Okay, so successfully submitted. And then let's go check here. Go back to dashboard and go to calendar event. Okay, so good. So it was added. Okay, so next one is, so let's create a listing template for this calendar. So let's go to JetEngine and here listings. And I'm going to hit the add new. So listing source is going to be post. And then the post type is going to be calendar event. And then so I'm going to just, okay. And I'm going to be using Elementor and then create listing item. Okay, so let's create one. We'll just go ahead. I'm going to be using dynamic field. Okay, so I'm going to just grab this and put it in here. All right, so yeah, so this is fine. The source is post, and then so I'm going to use title here, and I'm going to just copy or duplicate, and I'm going to use and also go to metadata. So I'm going to display location, location. So event calendar right here, this one. Okay. So I have events here. This is kind of separate different post types. So what I want to use for this demo is calendar event. So right here. location. Okay, and I'm gonna just put the icon over here. Oh, yeah, something like that. Now icon. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate again, and I'm gonna display date and time. So I'm gonna use that. So it must be date. Yeah, you get the weird number like that. So in order to fix this, so you go to filter field output. So you're gonna check this and then make sure, oops, sorry, this format date, and so you can just format that and change to January 28, 2023. All right, and then I'm gonna just add another one, and I'm going to display time. So it's gonna be time here. Okay, and I'm gonna change that to clock icon. And then here too, and we'll use that calendar icon like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just a little bit of style here. So title, I'll just use a little bit bold text, and then I'm going to decrease this margin here. And that. Okay. Keep writing. Okay, so that looks okay. And I'm gonna put the image on the background. So just click edit section, and then go to style, and then so background image, and then so choose, instead of choose image right here, so you can choose dynamic tags, and here you can pick a custom image, and there just click little on the left hand side icon here, and so we can select so calendar event, so event image, this one, so I pick that. Okay. Ooh, okay. And that image I put this website, it's repeating, so I gotta change this. So the position, I'm gonna center in the center, and attachment, so this is okay. Repeat, no repeat. And the size, I'm gonna use a cover here, something like that. And I think that's good, but it's gonna be probably difficult to read. So I'm gonna just use a background overlay, or I put kind of white background here. Okay, and I'll go ahead update. All right, so it doesn't look so good here, but this is okay. So this is the this is the template that I want to use for calendar. Now, so let's go back to dashboard, and so I would like to create a page to display calendar next. So let's go to pages and hit add new. I'm gonna just maybe calendar, so that's probably good. And then so I'm going to hit the publish, and I'm going to use Elementor. All right, so that's a calendar here, and there's a calendar. All right, so I'm going to use this widget and put it in here. All right, so let's select the listing. I always forget the name of the listing, so let's kind of go back here. So bear with me. Okay, so listings, calendar event listing, of course. Okay, so let's go to calendar event listings. Okay, and as you see, there's one event here, like this. But it says 19th actually, but I think it is January. No, that's something wrong. Oh, okay, that's not right. January 19th. So let's go back to listing. Sorry, I don't think I changed this. I know, because I copy and paste this date. So this the filter field output. You have to turn this off. And then now it says, right, time is displayed. Okay, sorry about that. And let's go back here. Oh, and I have to hit update. And then let's go back, and I'm going to just hit update here and refresh. All right, so that looks okay. Okay, so but actually the event is happening January 28th, but it says on the 19th here. So this is when I published the event, so that's not quite right. So here, so as you see, post publication date. So I want to change that to date for custom field. And then it's going to be date. Now it's moved down to 28th. Okay, so that looks good. And I'm going to hit the update. So I've added a few more events here. And here is the calendar view. So as you can see, so I got the more. Okay. Now, so next one is I would like to hide event has already passed. So it is January 27th today. And so I would like to hide all the events that are past event here, right? And I like to show only upcoming events. So it's really easy. So you don't really have to create a custom query, and go to general. And then here you see the past event, hide the past events here. You just turn this on and it's gone, right? So it's really easy. And I'm going to just go hit update. All right, so let's try last thing. So let's try the form, and then this calendar should work. Okay, so I'm going to just divide it half by half. So I'm going to turn it at 26. It's blank here. I'm going to just pick this kind of flower image. And add, sorry, it's kind of missing a n, so should be add an event. Okay, so I missed n here. Okay, so let's refresh this page. Okay, so it's right here, 26. All right, so this is the tutorial for submitting the events and displaying them in a calendar with JetEngine plugin. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.